What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Thursday night stream, sponsored by the CRA. We change lives for the better. We kill motherfucking cryptids. How's it going? How is it going? What's up, Goltana? Luke 26, Ashley Gandera Evolution, Geek Squad. You went camping this week. That's cool. I'm not a big camper myself. I'm sure if I went with the right people, it'd be fun, but... You think you saw a skinwalker the other day? What makes you say that? What's up, Unknown? We do have a brand new Nukes Top 5 tonight. And then, I believe we also have a couple new Bizarre Bug videos. So, we'll let some people trickle in here, and then we will get started. What's up, the meme guy? Gerard Jones, howdy. What's up, Jay Koff and Miles? You don't ever want to see it? Yeah, you probably don't. Skinwalkers are bad. When you go camping, you just like to sleep under the stars unless the bugs are out, then I want a tent. If I went camping, it would involve making my own fire, because that would be badass. And then it then consists of setting said fire on getting it started, and then sitting around said fire and getting drunk. That would be my ideal camping experience. And we'd get some hot dogs going over the fire, possibly. The camping with RVs is not camping to me. I mean, that's... If you're into that kind of thing, that's fine, but I don't think that it's camping in the same sense as, like, going out, pitching your fucking tent, setting up a fire, out of just the nature, man. Just going out there and surviving. It's pretty intense what we do out there, true folk like me. You were camping with some friends and we're literally talking about skinwalkers just driving down the road, and we literally saw a six-legged cat walk across the road. Yeah, they say if you talk about him, it invites him. It lures him to you. What's up, Doomers YouTube 420? Your 5-year-old son keeps looking for skinwalkers everywhere. Yeah, they're out there, man. After I killed my first skinwalker, I remember the pain inside me, like I had done something bad. But then I remembered that this skinwalker had killed 37 children, and I instantly felt better, What's up, David Chase? MS Armor. That's what exactly. RV camping is its own thing. It's its own category. It's not real camping. If you're sleeping in an AC environment, it ain't real. I mean, it's its own thing. It's its own entity that's, I don't know what you'd call it. Recreational driving with a bed in it? I don't know. What's up, Nick Oxenford? I mean, if I was hunting in, say, a heavily... a dangerous forest, like Portlock, Alaska, where there's Bigfoot, there's bear. I would rather be in an RV. Fucking, yeah. So that I can get some sleep and peace and have guys outside on lookout still. But, I'd at least feel safer in an RV, but that's literally the only reason I'd want it. And it's like that video game with the Bigfoot. That's basically the same, you know, he's going to poke through your fucking window, and except this time I'd grab his hand, I'd break his thumb and his pinky, just snap him right off the fucking hand. And then I'd twist his arm, so now I got him, his arm twisted, he's now pulled up right against the window, and I'm biting off every other finger. You know, and I might even chew him and fucking eat him, like, as he's fucking screaming in pain. And then as I got his hand, like this, broken, and his arm twisted, and I snap it up, dislocate his shoulder. Bigfoot's now immobilized. I can kill him easily. Been good, Nick. Been good. How about you? We'll give it another couple minutes, and then we'll get started with tonight's video. Let the people trickle in, you know. You guys got to know how to fight a Bigfoot. You know, I'm trying to teach you how to survive a Bigfoot encounter, because they're bastards. That's just as straight up as it can get. Did you guys enjoy the brand new Cryptid Top 5 video, by the way? I think it's doing pretty decent, like, off the rip. Guess you've been having issues with your ex and all that. Ah, Nick, you're too young. You don't got to worry about that stuff yet. Girlfriends don't matter until you get to college. I mean, the whole time you're in high school, it don't matter. You're too young. You're too young in high school to even understand anything, really. Once you get out in the real world, you'll be worried about a lot more than women. You know, as a CEO of a large tech firm at the age of 21, I myself never did that, but, you know. I'm doing good, Ashley. How about you? They say it takes 2 hours to reach your most viewers on average. Yeah, that's why whenever I start streams, I always wait like 15 minutes or so to let people get the notification or join in. Exactly. Texas Panhandle. What's up? What's happening, Big Chills? Okay. Fighting words, you say. Fighting words. You're lucky I don't have my weapons around me right now. Texas Panhandle, you're lucky. Aren't you like 16, Nick? Like 16, like, or 17 max? Like, you have to realize the people you go to high school with, 99% of them, you're not going to have a fucking clue who they are 2 years after high school. They're all irrelevant. They're all irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Yeah, 16, you're too young. You're too young to be dealing with women drama. Because when you get older, that's when it matters. Because these girls at this age are dumb. They're just too young. So are you. If I have any advice, it'd be not to date in high school. Straight up, don't fucking waste your time. Very rarely does it turn out to be like, oh, we've been high school sweethearts since 8th grade. That's very fucking rare. And not to mention, you're fucking missing out on college if you go in with a girlfriend. I'm just saying, go into college single, because that'll be amazing. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and get started with some Nuke's Top 5. Last week, if you guys remember, Nuke's Top 5 was kind of, the video wasn't that great. And so tonight, I'm hoping that we get a bounce back episode. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, I think we're going to say fuck it and go. I think we're gonna say fuck it and go. I don't know how my audio levels are gonna be here.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera, hanging around Japanese paranormal investigator Gachan from the YouTube channel Clip Store sets out to investigate a creepy old abandoned house in Nagasaki, Japan. The house is said to be extremely haunted. Locals claim that there is a sinister curse on the property after a family mysteriously passed away inside the home under absolutely horrible circumstances almost 15 years ago. As the home is fairly small, Gachan decides to go alone and brings only his camera. Once inside, things quickly get very creepy.
カレンダー2007年4月14年前からこの状態ってことですね。まあ確かに置いてあるものが時代を感じるというか VHS だもんね。ちょっと待ってちょっと待ってちょっと待って
What's that that creep me the fuck out?
人がいる。2階に人がいる。マジか。出るか。いやでも気づいてるはずだよね。こっちに。
What's up, Ryan?
誰かいますか？もしここで寝泊まりとかしてるんであれば返事してもらってもいいですか？すぐ出ていきます。
The paranormal investigator believes he might not be alone inside the house and heads upstairs to investigate.
What? 誰もいませんか？うわえ包丁
A knife? Oh no. No worries, Eric Kennedy. By the way, welcome. North Texas Squid as well.
そういやマジで誰かいますよね。いやもうちょっと待っていや本当帰るんでごめんなさい。
Gachan finds shattered glass and, creepiest of all, a knife. Soon after, he hears the sound of a bell coming from somewhere inside the house. He searches every room, but he finds nothing and no one to explain the creepy sound.
ちょっとねさすがにこのままでは帰れないので、さっきねちょっと物音が激しかったと思われる部屋いるんですけど、家中探してみたんですけど誰もいないんだよ。動物でもなさそうだしさ、でなんかさっき多分あれ仏壇の鐘の音だよね。ちょっと30分だけ検証して帰ろうと思います。
Eventually, the ghost hunter has had enough of the creepy, unexplained noises and decides to just go home. As he makes his way down the old creepy stairs, he captures something absolutely horrifying.
絶対なんかさ絶対落としたんだよマジで。もう嫌だ。
There'll be something creeping out behind the door. $10 on it.
くそもうちょっとこれ以上はいられないです。帰ります。
What?
A pair of legs can be seen dropping from the ceiling at the top of the stairs right behind the ghost hunter. Gotcha.
That person just hung themselves. That's what that was. That was a hanging. That was terrifying. That made this whole time I'm like, this clip sucks ass. Like, the whole time I'm like, this is not scary. What are we watching? That just redeemed it. That is okay.
Chan leaves the abandoned house having no idea what he has just recorded until he reviews his footage at home.
That is terrifying.
The horrifying sight of the creepy unexplained legs shocks him and his viewers. And now, Gachan believes that the house is truly haunted. But either way, true or not, the footage is very disturbing. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Clip Store.
That's awesome. I mean,
like something from a...
Yeah, that was gonna be like a 5.5. And that last shot was, I mean, that has to raise the bar to like, I'd say a 9. I'd say a 9.5. That was honestly one of the creepiest. That looks so real too. That was a fucking ghost that was hanging itself. That's insane. What's up, Lila? Chocolate chip. I don't like raisins. I mean, raisins are weird to me. Why would you eat a raisin when you can just eat a normal fucking grape? You know, if you're really craving something like that, just eat a grape. You know, people who eat raisins are sick freaks. Raisins are just... I mean... Ugh. 10.9 for Ashley Gandera. Let's see. What's up, Ashers? 5 for Doomers, 8 for Evolution, -10 for Brandon Nunez, okay. 9 for Gerard Jones, 10 out of 10 for David Chase, 8.5 for Miles, 7 out of 10 for Texas Panhandle, which is saying a lot. He's hard to impress. 7 out of 10. Let's see. Yeah, it's just an old-ass grape. Exactly. Raisins are disgusting. $10 out of 10 for Eric Kennedy. 8 out of 10 for North Texan Squid. I believe it was a 9.7 for Brian and Sue. A 9 for Lila. 7 for Meme Guy. 3 out of 10 for Ryan Tremblay. Fair. The legs, I mean, just the fact that this thing is hanging itself is... If I were to, like, I've always said this, if I were to walk in on a suicide of any kind, the last one I think I would want to walk into is, like, a person hanging. I don't know why, but the sight of that would haunt me. Like, that would scar me. I know, like, seeing someone's head blown off or whatever wouldn't bother me as much as a person hanging there. I'm just... Something about it is very fucking creepy, and I don't know what exactly it is, but...
A nightmare. Christina, an avid watcher of the YouTube channel Paranormies, reached out to the 2 paranormal investigators about terrifying events she experienced while staying in room 313 at the Norwood Hotel in Winnipeg, Canada. Christina says that back in 2008, she stayed at the hotel alone for 2 nights while attending a convention. Her first night in room 313 at around 2 a.m., Christina wakes up completely paralyzed. In absolute horror, she watches as a man with a sinister grin stares at her from the darkness, peeking around the corner leading to the bathroom. She passes out and then doesn't wake up until hours later, and she says she immediately vomited. Christina calls her boyfriend, who tries to calm her down and suggests that she was probably just experiencing a terrifying incident of sleep paralysis. But the next night isn't any better. Christina has a nightmare in which she sees a man on fire floating outside her window. She wakes up to her ringing phone. It's her boyfriend, and he is in near hysterics. He says that he had a very vivid dream that a man broke into her room and did horrible things to her. Christina immediately just gets up and leaves the hotel. The next morning, she returns to the room to grab her things, and she's shocked. The window is wide open and someone has rummaged through her suitcase. She calls her boyfriend and he claims that he has no recollection of ever having called her the night before. Christina says that the experience is a complete mystery because the Norwood Hotel has no history of any reports of supernatural activity. The Paranormies team, Jordan and Johnny, head out to investigate.
Before we get into the video, the thing I was watching Mr. Ballin videos, like been binge watching them, and the thing that's weird about sleep paralysis, a lot of times people will have these vivid, and they want to think they're nightmares, and like the thing gets on top of them and like will like push your eyes in your socket, like try to blind you, and then you wake up, and then you have like the people have had experience like exactly like physical injuries from what they were experiencing. Like their eyes would be all red as fuck, like they've been fucking poked, or they'd have scratches, horrible scratches on their back, and bite marks, like little physical bite marks. And like that's why I don't personally believe that sleep paralysis is just like hallucinations. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be, but I think that there's something more to it. I think that there is actual fucking legitimate half-world connection to, like, the afterlife or some shit. Or, like, whatever. Spirits. Gavin Evans with a $5 donation. Afternoon to you as well, Gavin. I appreciate the $5.
Investigate room 313 at the Norwood Hotel to see if they can find evidence of anything paranormal. At first, the guys don't really capture much of anything, and they actually begin to wonder whether the story might have just been sleep paralysis after all. But then the team's equipment begins to act very strange, especially around Jordan.
What are you thinking so far?
I'm thinking that it could have just been a sleep paralysis episode.
It could have been wrong?
It sounded like wrong. And it won't focus on you.
Really?
Now it is.
When Johnny wonders aloud if Christina experienced sleep paralysis instead of something paranormal, the spirit box seems to answer wrong, and Johnny's camera suddenly won't focus on Jordan. When Johnny begins to use an SLS camera, he again experiences a very odd malfunction.
It won't even pick you up.
It won't pick me up?
No.
What if I go like this?
Nope, it won't pick you up.
Really? That's weird.
It wouldn't, it's like, what the hell's going on? It wouldn't pick, it was blurring you out.
Is there something around me right now that's interfering with the electronics?
It won't pick Jordan up.
The SLS camera does not register Jordan at all. Even creepier, the team has brought a motion-activated doll with them and placed it in the bathroom. It too now begins to malfunction.
The doll won't go off. Jordan,
What?
come look. The doll won't go off. We just changed batteries.
$5 donation from Whisper to a Scream Cryptid podcast, Ryan Tremblay. Here, Dill, that's to help pay for the secret surgery you were talking about. Thanks, man. It's a reducement surgery, You know what I'm saying? But thank you for the $5, Ryan. I appreciate that.
Look at this.
Wow.
Good, Eric. Good. Happening soon.
Usually she doesn't shut up.
First week of September, actually.
What? You walk in front of me.
What the fuck is a motion-activated doll? Is it just...
Okay,
I mean,
hang on.
I understand
Stay there. Flip it
it
around.
moves, but like...
I want to just
Why?
keep this in one shot to see.
Well,
What?
there she goes. Ooh.
But she's not making any noise.
She's not making any noise. That is weird.
She's not saying anything.
What if the thing just
Whoa.
turned its
The
head?
motion-activated doll doesn't detect any of the motion that the two friends create in front of it. Then suddenly, without reason, it begins to work again. Jordan and Johnny sit down at the hotel beds. That's when they hear something truly bizarre.
What is that noise? You hear it still?
Sounds like a tapping. I'll check it out.
Heavy. You hear it still? I can still hear it from here.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure where it's coming from. It almost sounds like... Yeah, like water.
Oh my god.
Just let it in, fools.
Nobody.
The soft sound of tapping can be heard coming from somewhere inside the bathroom, but the two friends can't find the source. A loud sound can be heard from the main door, but they find no one outside in the hallway. Now, that's all very creepy, but did you see it? When Jordan gets up to investigate the tapping inside the bathroom, he walks past a mirror. Yet, he has no reflection, even though earlier and also later in the investigation, his reflection is very clear.
That's weird.
Now everything that's happening seems to be centered around Jordan for some reason. Almost as if something sinister has attached itself to him, as it did to Christina years earlier. Now perhaps it could all be explained as coincidental equipment failure and a very bizarre compression error. But what happens next is much harder to explain. As the two investigators lay down for the night, they set up a laser grid and turn on a motion-activated REM pod and K2 meter. They fall asleep and leave a camera recording throughout the night. At around 4:15 a.m., the REM pod and K2 meter both go off, waking the two guys. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay.
A shadow figure can be seen obstructing the laser grid and appears to be slowly moving towards Jordan until it seems to be right on top of him. Could this be the haunting apparition of the man that Christina saw in room 313 years earlier? Whatever it is, the Paranormies team did not discover this terrifying figure until after they uploaded their investigation to YouTube. It was pointed out by viewers. So, is room 313 haunted? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. You can watch this entire investigation and much more over on the YouTube channel, Paranormies. Weird.
That one was definitely interesting. That was creepy. Quick shout out to Gavin Evans with a $6.90 donation. Very nice. Appreciate that very much, Gavin. I like the creativity there. For that one, a lot of hard evidence that's hard to argue with there. I mean, that was pretty convincing, to say the least. I would say 7.6. Wasn't the scariest video in the world, but it was enough to where it was so believable. I thought it was pretty creepy. A 4 for Texas Panhandle, a 7 for Lonely Dragon Lover, a 6 for Miles, 8 for Nicola, 7 for Gerard Jones. We got a 6 for Brian and Sue. Two out of 10 for Meme Guy. So the part with the doll, it's a doll that's supposed to make all these noises and move, like when you wave your hand in front of it. And the fact is it wasn't, because it was being interfered. Like, it's believed that spirits have an ability to affect electronics, make electronic devices not work entirely or malfunction. So that was just another piece of the puzzle where, like, it was fucking with this doll as well. Thank you, Nick Oxen, for the $1.81 donation. Appreciate you. I forgot where I left off. 7 for North Texan Squid, 6.9 for Eric Kennedy, 5 for David Chase. That was a believable clip. I mean, there's nothing really there that everything about that seemed 100% genuine and legit.
World. Now, the strangest thing about this next paranormal video might be the source, because this video was released by the actual mayor of the city of Armenia, Colombia, Jose Manuel Rios. So the security guard in this video says that he saw a male figure descend the stairs inside the mayor's office. He pursues the man, but the guy seems to vanish into thin air. The security guard can be seen on CCTV searching the area, but then things take a terrifying turn.
What the fuck was that thing? What the fuck? What the fuck did I just want? That just got pile drived into the wall. That's what happens when I lower my fucking shoulder and fucking pile drive. Like, you go flying like that. I don't care how big you are. I'm bigger.
In the video, the security guard appears to be suspiciously looking around the area, seemingly confused. Then suddenly an unseen force seems to attack the man and throw him into a banner. The guard can be seen looking around in panic, with no assailant in sight. He then suffers another attack and 2 guards hurry over to help him. The somewhat shaken mayor of Armenia says that, quote, a bishop and other religious leaders will come to bless the mayor's offices, and that they will, quote, bring God's blessing to every corner of this workspace. Now, it seems highly doubtful that the mayor of Armenia, Colombia, would suddenly release a fake ghost video. So, just what do you think happened to this security guard? An anonymous woman from Florida is on vacation.
Definitely creepy. Lonely Dragon Love with a $5 donation saying, take my money. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. All these donations are paying for our trip to Vegas. Let's hope we don't have a repeat of the one incident. Dakota is still recovering from it. Yeah, like, speaking of trip, Portlock, Alaska, in the next 2-3 years, that's what I want. That's what I'm going for. It'll be a big, big, big thing. Our lives will be on the line. I'll be the first man in history to bag and tag a Bigfoot, bring it back, the head. I'll bring back the head. I'll sever its head from its body myself. And I'll have proof of Bigfoot. We'll shoot him dead. Because they're going to attack us, of course. You know, they're aggressive Bigfoots. So they're going to attack us. We're going to kill them. And then we're going to bring them back. That one, I'd give a solid 7 out of 10. It would just seem legit. And the ghost was actually physically attacking the motherfucker. So yeah, I'd say 7. Let's see, Lonely Dragon Level also 7. Ashley Gandera 4. 7 for Doomer. 6 for Gerard. 10 for the meme guy. 7 for Nicola. 5 for Texas Panhandle. 7 for David Chase. 7.9. Ashley, you give 2 scores. You give 4 and a 7.9. All right. This is in violation of Code 3, Article 2 on page 9. You can only give a 1 score. I am docking you two spookometer points. Okay. 6 out of 10 for Ryan Tremblay. You would love Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler commenting. 8 for Lila. 9 for Eric Kennedy. 6 for North Texan Squid. 7 for DM Kelly. Oh shit! Nicola with the comment of the day. The woman to the right does not have a bikini top. That's honestly a good spot. I was looking at this right here. This yellow top one. It's really the only one that you can see. But I'm also curious about this one right here. But yeah, what a nice view of the water, huh? Yeah, look at this water.
At the beach, when far in the distance, along the ocean, she spots something that she simply can't explain. She grabs her phone and begins to record.
I'm gonna analyze this when I get home.
fuck? Focus. Zoom in.
Cause that whatever that is looking for something.
Aim your camera up so you're not on the beach, so you can focus on the water. Okay.
Damn, I lost it.
This is the worst fucking camera person I have ever seen.
Oh my God, it's flying so fast. Where the f did it go? Oh boy, I'm losing my mind.
Like, that's an awesome clip. But can people who have, like, a base intelligence of, like, a fucking tree be the one behind the camera? And can, like, we get a person with, like, an HD camera? Why is everything out of focus in this shot? This is just pisses me off. Literally nothing's in frame. Not a single thing. How is that possible? I don't know what kind of camera you're fucking using. That's hard to do. Like, focus the fucking camera and follow it through the lens. Don't look at it, you know, when you're filming something, you gotta watch it through the camera. You're not looking at anything else but the fucking lens on the camera. And that's how you focus it, and that's how you make sure that your footage is good. Now, I know this person wasn't going, you know, it's just some civilian. It's not like she fucking knows a thing or two about cameras or whatever. But it's like, still, why can't someone that does know that shit be the one to catch this? That was believable as fuck. It's like, goddamn, you get the one person on the fucking entire beach that has this fucking camera.
An unidentified flying object can be seen hovering above the water. Then, without warning, the flying object suddenly just reverses course and darts away at an incredible speed. So just what do you think this could be? So, analyze this when you get home.
I'm gonna analyze this when I get home.
And then, let me know what you think.
I love this clip because I love UFOs. It's still a cool clip. Still, you can still get to see what happens. I give it a. It's not really spooky. You know what I mean? I give it a 6.5. I just love UFOs, so that's why I'm gonna give it a higher score. 6.5. Seven for Lila. Could I replay it?
It can be seen hovering above the water. Then, without warning, the flying object suddenly just reverses course and darts away at an incredible
That's a UFO.
speed. So just
UAP,
what do you
sorry.
think this could be? So, analyze this when you get home.
I'm gonna analyze this when I get home.
And then, let me know what you think.
Yeah, classic UFO. I believe that's a real clip 100%. I think that's authentic. I was actually expecting it to dive into the water. That's what I was expecting. 7.3 for DM Kelly. 6 out of 10 for Gerard. 6.5 for Ashley. 6.2 for Eric Kennedy. 7 for Texas Panhandle. 4 for North Texan Squid. 5 for David Chase. Where's Eli? I'm not sure where Eli. He's probably working. I give it a 4.5 for the shit quality. That's fair. Yeah, but Eli Buckmaster's probably working. He's overseas, so his times are different than ours. Brian and Sue give us 7.7. 5 for Kevin. What's up, Kevin?
In another strange video, Facebook user Eder Olivas is on the road late one night driving down the Saltillo-Torreon Highway in Mexico. Eder is a little drowsy and sees something that he believes might just be an optical illusion, or simply his mind playing tricks on him so late at night. But when he gets home, he decides to check his dashcam footage, just in case. And he's shocked to find that what he saw was very real.
Okay. That is creepy as fuck.
A woman
I don't
wearing
like
a long white dress can be seen dangerously running down the busy
Arms are
highway.
out, ugh.
Eder believes he might have captured a ghost on his dashboard camera and shares this video to Facebook. Now, this stretch of highway has seen countless
That's gross.
deadly
I don't like
accidents over the years in which many people lost their lives under horrible circumstances. The accidents happen so frequently on this road that just 10 days after Eder captured this unidentified woman on camera, another woman and her partner lost their lives in a horrible freak accident on the exact same road. So could the Saltillo Torreon Highway be haunted by a deadly presence? Let me know what you think. The little place in the woods. Dutch.
Definitely creepy. That whole clip was gross and freaked me out. I would give that a 8.4. 8.4. The way it was running is what made it creepy. It's just like arms are out. It's like it's probably screaming. I'm doing good, Kevin. How about you? You listen to an audiobook for school? Nice. She's trying to take off. She's, yeah. Gotta get that wing, the fucking air under the wing so you can, get some runway speed, and then you can fucking lift off. Hopefully it went well for her. 10 for Lila, 9 for Lonely Dragon Lover, 7 for Doomers, 8.4 for Ashley Gandera, 7 for Gerard. Alright, sounds good, North Texan Squid. I'll be looking forward to that. It'll be awesome. What's up, OP Devin? A 10 for David Chase, a 5.2 for Simon, a 7 for Kevin Black, 9 for Eric Candy. If I saw that motherfucker, I would never pull over. Never in a million years. Fuck that. I might even swerve to hit her. Just to prove that it was a ghost, If it does turn out to be a human, it's just, how good is your quality of life if you're running like that on the side of your road? At that point, it's questionable. So if I hit her... Alright, Texas Panhandle, I will see you next week. And I guess, is tomorrow Friday the 13th? It is. Huh. Take care, Texas Panhandle. I will see you again soon, brother. 8.3 for Nicola, 7 for Jack, 4 for North Texan Squid. Asher's disappeared. She's lurking,
Urban explorer Mark Roloff from the YouTube channel Mark Benick
and then also
travels
a
to
8.42 for Brian and Sue. A $2 donation for Lonely Dragon Lover. Paco Swagtastic. Swagtastic. I could see that. He's got some drip, that's what the kids say nowadays, drip. Dripping from head to toe. Thank you for the $2 donation, Dragon Lover, appreciate that.
a remote abandoned lodge in the countryside of Belgium. Over 10 years ago, a woman named Anne Sophie fell in love with the rustic house and sunk all of her savings into renovating the property into a countryside restaurant and bed and breakfast. But she was soon met with terrible news. You see, the local township decided to remove the only road that led to her new lodge deep in the woods. After a 4-year battle with the local government and nearing bankruptcy, Anne Sophie just gave up. Exhausted and defeated, the woman tragically took her own life inside the uncompleted bed and breakfast. Ironically, only 2 weeks after her death, news came down that the township decided that the road was actually going to stay after all. Ever since her tragic passing, the lodge has been abandoned. Now, Mark Roloff is not a paranormal investigator. He's an urban explorer who searches out hard-to-reach abandoned locations in the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany, and shares his experiences on his YouTube channel, Mark Benick. This video was supposed to be just like his other explorations, but things took a bizarre turn. After Mark posts this video to YouTube, his viewers noticed some things that he just didn't. And this is when things start to get a bit creepy. As Mark explores the property all alone, it seems that a woman's voice can be heard.
Je houdt het niet bepaald lekker. Wat gaaf dit. Oud VOC-schip.
Now, as I mentioned before, Mark didn't even notice the strange female voice in the background of his video, so he just mixed music right over it. But I went in and edited the audio and attempted to remove most of the music and background noise.
Wat gaaf dit.
Now, it's unclear what the faint female voice is saying, and Mark says he has no idea where the voice could have come from. But that's not all, because Mark captured something else. Something downright chilling.
Ik zie dat die kelder wel onder water staat, dus helaas kan ik die kelder niet meer in. Wel een aparte koelkast trouwens, ze is gewoon helemaal meegemobileerd. Maar daar buiten zijn nog veel meer gebouwen waar ook van alles in zou staan. Dus daar gaan we ook kijken. Maar hier zie je ook een schilderij.
That ghost
Supermooi,
wasn't even
kijk
trying to
dan.
hide. It's just like, I'm right here.
Helemaal geborduurd, dit schilderij.
In the corner, behind the door, the dark figure of a woman can be seen just standing there. Mark has no idea what he has just captured and continues filming, completely unaware of the terrifying apparition that he just recorded. Now, I reached out to Mark and he says that throughout his exploration he felt like something was just a bit off, but he wasn't overly concerned. However, after watching his video back and taking note of what his viewers pointed out, he has no idea what he captured, and to this day, this shadowy figure is a complete mystery. Could it be the tragic spirit of Anne Sophie still in her failed bed and breakfast? Let me know what you think. Right behind you.
This one's kind of tough because it's like, it seems a little bit fishy. Like it seems staged, but it looked legit. Either way, I mean, it was kind of spooky. I'd give it a 6.5. Solid 6.5. What's up, Randy? How's it going? Six for Kevin Black, 7 for Eric Kennedy, 6.7 for DM Kelly. Five for Lila, 4 for Simon, 6 for Gerard, a 2 for David Chase, a 4.8 for Jack. We're kind of in that mid-tier range for sure. 7 for Lonely Dragon Lover. Can I replay? Yeah, I can replay it.
After watching his video back and taking note of what his viewers pointed out, he has no idea what he captured, and to this day, this shadowy figure is a complete mystery.
I mean, it looks like legit. I'm not saying it's not like, you know, I don't know how you'd fake a shadow figure or nothing like that, but it looks real. 7 for Doomers.
Could it be the tragic spirit of Anne Sophie still in her failed bed and breakfast? Let me know what you
What's
think.
up, Sunbait Guy?
Right behind you. Paranormal investigator Ricky Velasquez is challenged to explore an abandoned house in Mexico that is said to be extremely haunted. Ricky's fans don't think he'll be able to stay inside the creepy home for longer than an hour. So Ricky takes the challenge and broadcasts live to YouTube as he heads inside the house. He has no idea why the location might be haunted or what dark history might have taken place there. But he soon realizes that the supernatural rumors about the house might be a bit more real than he thought.
Ok, esto sí me huele mal.
There's a handprint on that window. Anyone see that? There's a handprint right here.
18 minutos.
Look,
Ricky has been inside for only 18 minutes when he already begins to experience strange phenomena. Somewhere inside the house, he hears a loud bang. So he heads upstairs and continues his exploration.
Hola. Ay, güey. Ok. Pero me ha tocado cosas más feas. ¿Qué es un balcón o qué? Un balconcito. Qué a gusto está, ¿verdad? Ay, no mames. No, ya valí madre. Oh, la bestia. Se va a caer. No, 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 no. ¿Qué pedo aquí? Uy, uy. ¿Qué mierda es eso?
The paranormal investigator almost falls through the ceiling to the floor below. But that's not the only thing that shocked Ricky's live viewers. Because this time, did you hear it? Right before Ricky nearly falls through the floor, an eerie voice can be heard quietly whispering.
Qué gusto está, ¿verdad?
Still on the second floor, Ricky begins to repeatedly hear strange sounds coming from right behind him. But every time he turns around, no one there. He attempts to get a glimpse at what he's been hearing by pointing the camera at himself and the room behind him.
That's a good idea. I like that.
No mames, no mames. Ok, creo que me está dando pánico. Aquí hay algo más.
It's like whenever these guys do videos, the ghosts are always behind them. You know, like they're filming their face and you can always see them. But he's like actually shining a flashlight as well, so you can see it if it's back there. Smart play.
Ricky now hears the creepy whispering himself and starts to think that he might not be alone. But he gathers his courage, determined to continue exploring. He heads into the upstairs bathroom, and what happens next is absolutely horrifying.
Okay. Don't look in the mirror, please. Oh, fuck.
Hola.
Someone's right behind you, bro.
Empiezo a sentir helado.
I mean, right behind you.
¿Qué se escuchó? Hola.
Dude's like, fuck that.
Ricky runs away in abject terror as he sees the pale figure of a woman standing right behind him. When slowing down and enhancing the footage, it almost looks like the strange apparition has one completely empty white eye. So, after only making it
That reaction seemed 100% genuine. Like, that guy was like, fuck, that was real fear. I like this guy.
30 minutes inside the abandoned property, Ricky has had enough and just leaves.
That's...
So is it
fuck
real?
that.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this entire video and many more creepy investigations over on the YouTube.
I overall like that video. It's pretty good. Yeah. I'd give that probably a... Shit, I don't know. 6.8? No, I'd give it a 7.8. 7.8. 9 for Credo, a 7 for Lila, 8.6 for Simon, 9.3 for DM Kelly, a 9 for North Texan Squid, an 8 for Gerard Jones, 8.9 for Randy, 9 for Nicola, 10 for Eric Kennedy, 6 for Lonely Dragon Lover, 7.4 for Jack, 10 for David Chase. Yeah, that seemed like a legitimately genuine reaction to me. Six for some bait guy, 8.5 for meme guy.
Decide. You can watch this entire video and many more creepy investigations over on the YouTube channel, Ricky Velasquez. Thanks for watching, please.
Alright, and that rounds out the Nuke's top 5. 7.5 for Kevin Black on that last one. Let me see what we got going on over at Bizarre Bug, alright? I actually... You know what? I got an audible. Hold on. Some of you have probably seen this before. Okay. But, as you know, I'm going to Villisca X Murder House in the next couple months, and we will be doing an investigation overnight. One thing to note here, of importance, Mr. Ballin did a video on Villisca X Murder House. We're going to watch that, because he does a really good job talking about it. And for those that aren't familiar with what the Villisca X Murder House is and why I'm going there, it's the most haunted place in Iowa. It's number one on his list out of all these, like, haunted. This is a serious fucking place. You ever try slap tam? We have. I'm not the biggest slap. I mean, nice guy, good dude, but I call him clap tam. The content he puts out sometimes is more like quantity over quality, which I'm not a fan of, because it's just putting out garbage clips. He's not terrible, like Sir Spooks and Chills are the worst. But I usually switch to Bizarre Bub because I think he's second best right now. And then Nukes is obviously on top. Yeah, Bizarre Bub's good. But Mr. Ballin right now is my favorite, like, scary narrator. This is...
1912, the Moore family was sleeping peacefully in their beds on their quiet street in Villisca, Iowa. Joe and Sarah Moore, the mother and the father, were asleep upstairs in their room, and their 4 children were down the hall in another room. In addition to the Moore family sleeping upstairs, there was also 2 more children sleeping on the first floor in the guest room. It was the Stillinger sisters, and they were over for a sleepover. And, unbeknownst to all the sleeping people in the house, there was a strange man who had broken into the house while they were at church, gone into the attic, and was hiding in there, smoking cigarettes, and carrying an axe. Shortly after midnight, this stranger believed the coast was clear, and they silently opened up the small door, and they crouched down and walked out of the attic into the second floor hallway, wielding this axe in their left hand. They began walking down the hallway. They passed the children's room on their right, and they made their way down to the end of the hall where the master bedroom was. They walked inside the room and stood right next to Joe, and then violently raised the axe over their head, so quickly and so high that it actually struck the ceiling, and then brought it down blade first directly onto Joe's face, over and over and over again until Joe did not resemble a human being. While this was happening right next to her, Sarah's beginning to stir and look around what's going on. Meanwhile, the killer has now moved to the other side of the bed and is standing over Sarah and using the backside of the axe. So not the blade part, but the backside of the axe head. He raises it up and then brings it down on her head and repeatedly hits her over and over and over again until she too is indistinguishable and does not look like herself or even human. The killer is very calm. He takes the sheets and pulls them up over the faces of both of the people he just killed, and then he goes back out into the hall and he walks down and he goes into the children's room. One by one, he raises the axe and drops the axe on each of the children's heads, and then after they are deceased, he pulls the sheets up over their head. The killer leaves the room and goes downstairs to where the Stillinger sisters are, and then just like everybody else in the house, he raises the axe and drops it over and over and over again on the heads of each of these girls until they're no longer living as well. Afterwards, he raises the sheets over their faces, and now everyone in the house is deceased and has their face covered. At this point, the killer goes back upstairs and goes back into the master bedroom, and he stands in front of Joe and Sarah's bed, and after a little while, he begins striking them dozens more times, even though both of them were clearly deceased at this point. At this point, the killer shifted gears and began focusing on covering his tracks, cleaning up. And he began taking clothes out of closets and pulling whatever sheets he hadn't used. He began tacking these things up onto all of the windows and any spaces on the doors so that nobody could see in. He also began covering up the mirrors, which no one understood why he did that. After the house is totally covered up, the killer goes into the kitchen and he cooks himself a meal, but he doesn't eat the food. He cleaned off the axe and placed it up against the wall on the first floor. He then took a huge bowl, filled it up with water, and then washed his bloody hands and began to clean himself a little bit, and then he left the bloody water just sitting on the counter. And then, strangely, he took a huge slab of bacon from in the kitchen and he put it in the middle of the floor, and then next to it was a keychain. And some people think this might have to do with some ritual he was performing, but to this day, no one really knows why he did that. And then he took some keys from inside the house, walked out the door, turned around, locked it behind him, and disappeared. The Moore household normally was a very rambunctious place with all these kids running around, and the neighbors were very close. And so the next morning, when the neighbors did not see the Moore family coming outside to do their chores around 7 a.m., they were concerned, and they went over and they knocked on the door. There was no answer. They noticed everything had sheets over it, so they couldn't see inside. And so Joe's brother was hailed to the house, and he brought along a key, and he opened up the door and he walked inside, and he immediately saw the Stillinger sisters and what had been done to them. And he got incredibly sick, and he ran outside, and they called police. Police come down, and they find this horrible scene. Even though they have the murder weapon, they have the victims, their bodies are right here, there's blood, there's all sorts of stuff and things that the killer must have manipulated, and you would think there's enough here that you'd be able to refine your search to a couple different suspects and eventually figure out who did this, but they weren't able to. And to this day, we have no idea who did this. The house itself where the attack happened has not been updated since the attack. Somebody bought the property and then maintained it so it could be a tourist attraction. And so to this day, you can go to the Villisca axe murder house and you can stay there. You can sleep there overnight and you can actually tour the area, and it looks the same way it did when the murders happened. Many people believe that house is haunted. And in fact, in 2014, someone who was there staying overnight as a tourist inexplicably stabbed themselves and had to go to the hospital, and they don't even know why they did it. And so that's kind of added to the legend of the Villisca axe murder house, that the house itself will cause you to harm yourself. So that's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you found the secret in
no big deal or
video,
nothing.
please tell us in
pause, you fucker. I'm just putting my life on the line, just for you guys. This is a life-threatening mission that I'm going on. All right. You take care as well, Kevin. Yeah, I'm excited. Villisca, I'm very excited to go there. Let's see. We got time for a Bizarre Bub with video, I think.
If you hate dolls, then you'll probably want to skip this.
Dale, just don't go Jack Torrance on anybody, okay? Who's Jack Torrance?
This one, as what's captured in it is just terrifying. A girl is playing with her doll when the following happens. Be sure to pay close attention to the doll, or you'll miss it.
And Kaliana, how was this video to you? Good? Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Kaliana. You are a good sport. So, Kaliana, what?
Oh my god, can you imagine a kid telling you that? Oh my god.
As she plays with her toy, the doll moves its head all on its own.
That kid is like, what the fuck? Like, this kid's not gonna sleep for weeks. Oh, if I ever had a fucking kid come up to me like, the doll is... I'm not... Like, I am fully 100% like, okay, I believe you. Like, we're taking that doll outside and we're gonna beat the shit out of it together. Burn it, and put it in our neighbor's house. Like, like, fuck him, fuck that neighbor. The neighbor we don't like, it's going into his fucking, to his kid. Fuck that. Kids don't lie, kids don't act. This is 100% genuine. That's real terror in that kid's face.
It could be that the doll has a built-in feature that allows it to move. But based on how she reacted upon seeing this, it seems like this wasn't a feature built into the doll. Viewers seem to agree and suggest that the doll is haunted. But as always, I'll let you be the judge of that. Haunted or not, you let me know. Jordan and Johnny are paranormal experts who decide to spend the night inside a hotel room that is said to be haunted.
We just did... Okay, this is weird. Okay, let's... Even though we know what happens, let's see how he covers it.
A fan of their channel had stayed the night there and encountered something terrifying. During an episode of sleep paralysis, they saw the silhouette of a man who was watching them from a corner with a sinister grin on his face. It was the most terrifying encounter they've ever had, and ever since then, they've been staying away from this place. Both Jordan and Johnny are inside that same room and encounter.
Do you see what I mean when I say, like, Nuke's Top 5? Like, Nuke's Top 5 goes in depth and explains the full history of this place and makes it like a scary story leading up to the video, where these guys just kind of touch and go. They don't really go in, they don't dive into the content, you know? The backstory.
Encounter something creepy. They bring with them a doll that's motion activated when it starts to malfunction. This is what they caught.
Jordan.
What?
Come look. The doll won't go off. We just changed batteries. Look at this.
Wow.
Okay, hang on. Stay there. Flip it around. I want to just keep this in one shot to see.
Well,
what?
There she goes.
When I turned the light on, it turned on, so it's probably light activated. But then, now it's, look at it now. Now it's going off. Why didn't I do it before when the lights are in? And it was on the whole time.
It's just a creepy fucking doll.
Yeah, I don't know.
As if that wasn't creepy enough, Jordan hears a tapping sound coming from inside the bathroom when this happens. Be sure to pay close attention as Jordan walks over.
There's no mirror reflection.
Heavy.
As Jordan
All right,
heads
Eric,
over
good
to
night.
investigate the sound,
Have a good one.
he passes by the mirror that's in the room. But as he walks by it, he doesn't appear to have a reflection. Here's a scene from earlier of them passing by the same mirror for comparison. Jordan and Johnny don't know what to make of this, but it seems like they might have caught something unexplainable. I'll leave it to you to decide as to what this might have been. Jordan and Johnny are looking for answers, and if you have any, you can let them know on their channel, Paranormies. The following video was suggested by Emily Agbayani, who writes, "This video comes from a mother who was recording her son. She didn't see that she had caught something in the background. When she saw it, she was terrified and immediately left the house and stayed at her mom's. This is what she caught."
This straight up looks like a fucking doll. Okay, never mind. It's a baby, okay. Whoa, Jesus Christ.
A shadowy figure passes by really
That dude, that ghost is like, I'll show you real speed, you know?
fast behind the child. Now, initially, I thought this was either a cat or a dog that was zooming by. But when you slow down the footage, the shadowy figure doesn't appear to have the features of a cat, nor any other animal for that matter.
I knew instantly it wasn't a cat or dog, because I just watched it. It was clearly a kid.
What do you think this might have been? Was this a ghost that was caught on camera, or was it something else?
It's a
What
ghost
do you
kid,
think?
ghost child.
A camera was left inside an office space that was being remodeled when the following happened.
Okay.
There isn't much info on the video, other than that a camera was left inside an office. I have no explanation for this, but viewers have stated that this might have been a steady stream of smoke. However, there is no explanation for how perfectly the smoke curves out of the office.
It's not smoke.
This one's really weird, but as always, what are your thoughts? Smoke or something else?
Definitely demon.
It's 11 p.m., and a security guard is alone inside a football stadium when something really creepy happens. Raul Arguello shot the following video and encountered something terrifying. This is what he caught.
Bueno, ya son como las 11 de la noche y La tercera vez que estoy escuchando este ruido de mierda. No sé qué está pasando, pero lo quiero grabar ahora para que después me crea la gente, porque esto nunca me pasó y nada, lo quería grabar, qué sé yo, y podrido, la concha de la lora. Digo, en mi linterna, no sé para que viera la tele. Dios. Puta que te parió. La puta que te parió. Concha de la lora. La concha de la lora.
This looks like a fucking shitty ass stadium.
Pero como mierda puede ser que no haya nada hoy. Ya la tercera vez. Tercera vez.
The terrifying thing about this clip is this guy was found mutilated moments after this video was taken. So the next morning when they came in, this guy was found murdered in the stadium, not far from where he was, right here in this scene. His limbs were ripped off unexplainably, and his mouth was like, there was like a bulbous coming out of his mouth, like some kind of giant thing, like a big giant meaty substance, which they were never able to identify. And so he was brutally murdered just seconds after this video ends by the demon.
Tercera vez que entro y no hay nada. Dios, me quiero ir. Me quiero ir.
It was because of this incident that Mr. Arguello quit his job. I'm sure anyone would if they ever encountered something like this.
Right, he died, but he's just being silly. You know?
This. But who or what was messing with Mr. Arguello? It could be that a draft was causing the door to open and close on its own. But if that were the case, then how come nothing else was moving inside the room to indicate this? And, most importantly, what was this?
That was the killer, I'm telling you.
Doesn't seem to be an explanation for this, but I'll leave it to you to come up with your own. It's a good thing Mr. Arguello quit his job the following day, as who knows what else he might have encountered had he stayed there longer.
Well, he was murdered. Bizarre Bubby was fucking murdered. You know?
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out,
of course, that's just going off my sources, you know. Very high up sources. Alright, let's see.
A woman who my friend's mom works with took this picture of her daughter wearing her shoes. They were the only people in the house.
Okay, that's creepy. Like, what are you, you ugly bastard?
Now that's creepy. People have commented that the figure looks like a cat, but I don't see it.
I could kind of,
what Marino had stated is true.
I could see that. That actually is like, now, at first I was about to be like, who the fuck says that? But I could see that being the cat. I'm not saying it is. I don't think it is, because you can clearly see there's shoulders. But, like, this is the cat's face, and it's kind of like, you know how they, like, get ready to pounce, and they all look like, they just look like all you see is their face, and that's it. That's why I said I could kind of see that, but no, I don't think it's a cat.
Figure looks like a cat, but I don't see it. If what Marino had stated is true, that no one else was inside the house except the mother and daughter, then who or what was this?
Okay.
A security guard is recording the inside of a mausoleum when something downright terrifying happens. It's 6 in the afternoon, and the guard is recording the inside of a cemetery while describing the place. But then, out of nowhere, he captures this.
Y bueno,
whoa.
Es un panteón relativamente nuevo, tiene alrededor de 30 años funcionando. Sí se ve algo tenebroso.
Bro, what is that?
Pues supongo que
we're at the end of the hallway. It's an old lady.
¿Qué onda? ¿Qué es eso? Es un niño. Niño. Niño, ¿quién eres? Niño. ¿Qué diablos hace aquí un niño? ¿Quién eres, niño?
Oh my god.
¿Qué pedo? Niño. Manche. Oh, mames. Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre.
Imagine if the kid was just dead sprinting at him, just like T-posing, like dead sprinting. Oh my god.
¿Qué diablos fue eso?
It's less scary knowing as a kid. I thought it was an old lady.
No mames, yo lo vi. Nadie me lo contó, yo lo vi. ¿Qué onda? No mames. ¿Quién está? ¿Quién es? ¿Quién es?
This guy's never played Left 4 Dead. If you hear a crying voice, you don't go near said crying voice, alright?
¿Qué tranza?
The security guard states that he saw the silhouette of a sobbing child manifest right before his eyes. He couldn't contain his fear, so he just ran. But what scares him the most about this incident is that when he turned around, the boy was no longer there. To this day, he can't explain what he'd seen. This encounter remains a mystery and continues to haunt him. But what do you think? Real or fake? Watch the video again and decide for yourself.
I don't know. I mean, it looked decently legit, but I don't know. It didn't really look like a manifestation. It looked like an actual kid that was there. We're going to chill for about 10 minutes before we end the stream. If you guys got any comments or things you want to say, now's the time. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Eating honey with a knife. I'm not a honey guy, but I respect it. Alright, Nick Oxenford, thanks for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you. Good night. Does anyone here believe in vampires? If so, why? That's my question. Does anyone believe in vampires? And if so, why? Because I'm genuinely curious. Brandon says no. Because I honestly don't have an opinion. I don't know. I would never say that I don't think they do. I think it's possible. Exactly, Simon. The kid just went left when he was running away. Like, I don't see what they're making a big deal about how the kid just disappeared. There was an easy escape route for him. I agree, North Texan Squid. Like I said, I don't believe or not believe in vampires. I'm not informed enough to have an opinion, really, because I haven't done research on them or anything like that. I think it's possible. I would lean towards more unlikely than real, but I would never say I don't believe in them or they're not real, because I try to always have an open mind. It wouldn't surprise me if they were real. I think if they were, it wouldn't be like out of the movies where it's like a human. It'd be like a creature. Like a fucking creature that just bites in your neck and drains your blood or some shit. I don't think it'd be... In my opinion, I don't know that it'd be like a human. Think of all the missing people out there. Where do they go? Vampires. Yeah, right? Vampires get them. They're like tree-dwelling creatures. You know, they got the pointy ears. They got the fangs, but they're not like... You know, they're humanoid, but they're not like a human. I'm tired tonight. I don't know why. I just keep yawning and shit. I'm trying to drink, but... About 7 more minutes left. Anyone's got anything to say before we end it? Now is the time. I might fall asleep shortly. I don't know. Oh, can't quit fucking yawning. I don't know why I'm yawning. I've never been this tired like this. I don't know. Wake up, motherfucker. Wake up. Someone say something in chat. Now. Say something. Someone say anything. Anything. Dude looks like a Knob the Builder if he was German. Bob, I was like Knob the Builder. Bob the Builder if I was German? Okay. Okay. You're very tired and you gotta go up to a mountain tomorrow? Like you gotta hike up a mountain? You better be careful, Gerard. There could be a dog man on that mountain. You could be very well not alone in the woods by this mountain. Estás bien? Tu sia? Tu si? You go back to school Monday? Oh, gross. Like high school or college? If it's high school, that sucks big time. The worst was always going back to school. Like as a kid in high school, oh my, like, or all through grade school, it was the worst. Going back to school, realizing my summer, like the week before, I'd go to bed like my summer is winding down. My summer is fucking over. Like with a week left, my summer's over. Now I'm just thinking about school. You can't get the thought of school out of your head because you're dreading it so much going back. And the first like few weeks of school always blow. Like they're the worst. Because you got all your new stuff, your new shoes, your new, shirts, your new utensils, and it's like I don't like when this stuff is new. I didn't care for that. I don't like the smell of everyone looking fresh and dressing up. Nah. Yeah, high school. I mean, I liked high school. Junior and senior year of high school were fun. I didn't mind going back for that because I had a lot of fun. But everything prior to, like, especially senior year, because senior year, I mean, I didn't do jack shit. And I very, very much enjoyed my high school experience. Especially my senior year. It was a lot of fun. See, back when we were in high school, we had a MacBook. Like, we were the first generation to get MacBook computers. We all figured out a way. Or one kid that was, like, some smart fucker, like, with video games and coding or whatever. He figured out how to... Because they had these programs where you couldn't download anything on these computers that weren't, like, score-related, right? They had, like, their filters on or whatever. This one motherfucker figured out how to get Minecraft on his computer. Like, through a flash drive. Like, somehow he fucking figured it out, and then he put it on mine. And started putting it on everyone's computer. And so people started learning how to, get this transferred over, like, on a USB, and you just put the USB in your thing, and drag the file off, and then you have it, and you can give the USB to someone else. But, we all ended up getting Minecraft, and the school ended up finding out, and they were like, fuck it, we don't care. You can have Minecraft if you fucking want. Like, the guy that was in charge of it, he was pretty cool, so we didn't care. But we ended up playing, like, Minecraft as seniors. Like, we just fucking sit there in our free period and play Minecraft. Minecraft was fun as fuck back then. We had this, like, server where everyone was playing on. And, like, someone bought a Minecraft Realm, which is where it's, like, a local private server. And everyone got on it. So we had, like, 50 motherfuckers or some shit. That's an exaggeration. But we had a lot of people on this server playing. And everyone was building on their houses and shit. And it was awesome. my birthday was always the beginning. My birthday's September 8th, so my birthday was always like pretty much right at the beginning of the school year. But yeah, I'm not, I mean, everything, I mean, then you had to go to, like, in Iowa anyway, we have this thing called open house. You go to your school, like, I don't know what day it is, like a week before, maybe like 4 or 5 days before your actual school starts, and you go and you get used to your locker, you can put your things in your locker, and you get to, you know, everyone's walking around with their parents, and it's like, ugh. I don't know, I mean, I had to go to parent-teacher conferences, like, even my senior year I had to go to them, which was AIDS. My mom, I don't know why that was ever a thing. I'm like, dude, I would never make my kids go to parent-teacher conferences, like, or, you know, like, with me. Maybe, like, when they're younger, yes, absolutely, but when they're in high school, it's like, no, let them, no. Jacoff with a $10 donation. Thank you very much, Jacoff. I very much appreciate that. You are the donating champ for tonight, actually, with the highest donation. Let me see if I can... That's weird. It used to show me all the donations in chat. Now it's like they changed something. And now I can't see it. I usually shout out all the donators, but... So that's annoying. If you're looking for BigDill merch, I'm pinning it to the top of the chat, I believe. I think. Maybe it's just loading. There it is. There's BigDill merch at the top. If you're interested in stuff like that, there's a hat like I'm wearing now. There's t-shirts, good quality t-shirts. There's tons of stuff. Tank tops, all that. Lonely Dragon Lover, shout out to you as well. You've actually donated the most tonight. Jacoff with the highest donation. So shout out to both of you. You guys are awesome. $4.99 donation again from Dragon Lover to the ones who are sick and missed the dope field trip or rap battle at school. Yeah, the field trip. There's always one cool field trip. There was one year where we went to the Capitol in Iowa, Des Moines, and we got to walk around the Capitol. That was cool. That was the coolest thing I ever did on a field trip. I know some schools go to like big cities like Chicago and shit. We don't have anything like that. But like if you were in like band or choir, I think you got to go to Chicago for some shit. I don't know, but I'd rather be gagged 24/7 than be in band or choir. For me personally, I just couldn't. I couldn't do that. Nothing wrong with doing it, but for me, it's just not for me. You almost had to shoot your neighbor's pit bull today? Yeah, back when I went on this is the last field trip we ever really went on, like big field trip. And I would have been in, like, I want to say... Sixth or seventh grade, I want to say. Maybe 5th grade. 5th through 7th, it doesn't matter. Either way. We went on this field trip to Des Moines, and it was back when the Nintendo DS first came out. Like, they were brand fucking new. And, we were playing PictoChat with the, like, we'd be on the bus, and there'd be, like, 7 or 8 kids that had the DS. That was a new thing at the time. Like, brand new, just came out. Big deal, and I had gotten it. It might have been out at that point for, like, a year, but, like, still, like, it was still, like, after a year, it was still brand new. It was the hot thing. And they had a thing called PictoChat, and we were all on the bus, like, in the same PictoChat party with each other. It was fucking awesome, man. That's the kind of shit I miss. I still have my DS somewhere. It still works. The DS was one of the cooler things that ever was, that, like, I miss back in the days when there was handheld consoles. That was the cool, like, the Game Boy, the DS, and the PSP. The PSP was, like, amazing. That was, when I got the PSP, that was, like, one of the coolest presents I ever got in my lifetime. That was badass. Lava's here. Serena loves PictoChat. Dude, is this, so it's still a thing then, yeah? PictoChat is awesome. Like, I think it'd be fun to get a group of people, like, for a night, and get drunk, and you just PictoChat. Like, fucking draw, like, have a drawing competition or some shit. That'd be fun. What do you know about the Switch? I've never held a Switch in my... Actually, I have held a Switch. At this girl's house I was talking to, she had a Switch. And it looked like... It just reminded me of a giant PSP. Is what it reminded me of. Like, it was the handheld mode. It just reminded me of like a gianter PSP. It looked cool. I mean, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Like, that is like what I would say is a handheld console. Like, I think the Switch is badass. I would personally own one, but I'm not really into Nintendo games that much. Like, I'm into Nintendo games if I'm playing with someone, but playing by myself, I'm not into it, really. I've never been a big Mario guy. I've never been Zelda. I've played them all. My dad was heavily into them, but, I don't know. I just never was able to get into it that much. I think I could watch someone play Zelda and be entertained, though. Zelda's a cool looking game. I like the Nintendo Wii, like Wii Sports. That is fun as fuck. I had a date over once, so I had a girl over, and my date idea was to do a Wii Sports night. And we were playing like fucking baseball or some shit. And I go hard when I fucking play. I don't care who you are, I try to beat you. And I was smacking home runs off her pitches, just embarrassing her. And I threw my arm out, like I was so sore. Like the next day, it was horrible. It was like I felt like I was in a car accident. You heard the Genshin Impact? It's like Zelda on PC. It's all I play now. It's called Genshin. No, I never heard of that. Interesting. Oh, I remember Spyro. I don't remember what the game was even about, but I remember playing it. Little Purple Dragon. I remember that. Wii Sports at the Resort, I wasn't as big a fan of. I like the OG Wii Sports, like the golf, baseball, tennis. Boxing was always lame, but what's the other one? Bowling. Amazing. Those are fun as fuck. I still have my Wii in my living room. I can play it on the big screen because I got the 300-inch projector, so that's what I played on. I can fucking play that shit for hours. It's called Genshin Impact? Is there boobies in the game? Do I get to look at boobies? Yeah, it does kind of look like Zelda. There is. Don't tell Serena. That's funny. I would have figured Serena would have been in on it playing with you. You're trying to fix your Wii U? Wait, Wii U? I totally forgot. Wii U was after the Wii, wasn't that? Wii U is a totally different... Like, the Wii U was with the PS5 or PS4 and the Xbox One, right? Is that... The Wii U? I've never even seen a Wii U. Huh. Yeah, Weird question. What's your hair routine? Pretty simple. I take a shower, right? Which I'm about to after the stream. And then, I wash my hair with shampoo and conditioner. I get out, I dry my hair off, and I just put this gel. Like, not gel, it's like a cream or paste. I just go back. I just slick it back. That way I don't have to fuck with it. She's played a little. If there's boobies, Serena will come. That sounded bad, but you know what I mean. It has more free content than any other game I've played. God, that reminds me. You just saying that reminds me of the game. Oh man. This isn't the one, but Lava, have you ever played Rust? I feel like you would like that game. You probably know it. Or I know you know what it is, but I feel like you would like that or be good at it. My hair has its own sentience, I swear to God. Yeah, no, my hair is dumb as fuck. It's stupid. It's thick as fuck. I love, like, I'm not very good at Rust. I suck ass at it. And I haven't put that many hours into it, but I love watching videos on Rust on YouTube. And this most entertainment, like, PvP game, I think, like, open world and watching videos on it that I've ever seen. I'm gonna play it a little bit with a buddy this week. It's just so fucking hard, because these motherfuckers are just like... I mean, it's just all free aim. There's no lock on. It's just all free aim. And these motherfuckers are just spraying you down. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Apex Legends. Yeah, I've never gotten into Apex. All my friends are. I don't play that many video games. Like, the only game I'm addicted to right now is Warzone. Like, I'm addicted to that game. Is too fucking fun. I don't play it that all. I play it like once a week now because all my friends are busy. But yeah, Warzone is like the only game I play right now. And then I'm gonna start playing Rust this week. A little bit, or this weekend. Forza Horizon and GTA. North Texan Squid, I'm gonna send you a link here. You're gonna enjoy this. You've probably seen this, but this is like if you just like short, vibey videos. I swear, like Lava, I feel like you would like this too. This is right up your alley. Like, I have this saved way down in my liked videos. I watch this so many times and I'm drunk because it's something about the video. It's beautiful. Like, it's just the music is gorgeous, and then it's the woman that is narrating it, where all she's doing is counting down from 10. It's like a Forza. It's the intro to one of the Forza games. If you're a big Forza fan, you probably know what I'm talking about. I gotta find it. It's way down somewhere in my liked videos. It's just an orgasmic song. There it is. I found it. I'll show you a little snippet of it because I can't play the whole thing on stream, otherwise my stream will go down. I'll just play a little snippet of it. Come on, you fucker.
Your eyes. Listen closely to the sound of my voice. With every word and every number, you move faster and faster. On the count of 10, you will be in Horizon.
10.
I say 1.
Oh.
Your pulse begins to quicken. 2. Your friends rattle and...
I can't play anymore. Otherwise, my stream's gonna get taken. It probably is gonna get taken down now. But yeah, I'm gonna link it if you guys are interested in watching that full thing. It's one of the most amazing videos of all time. I love that. I love that video. Can anyone tell me what TV show song this is from? By the way, before I play this is what we're going to end the stream on. We're ending the stream on this song. If the stream goes down, stream's over. You just understand that. But we're going to end it. If anyone can tell me what show, and this is a recent show, I mean kind of recent, what is this from? If you know, if you've seen it, you'll know. Batman, incorrect. Oh, fuck. God damn it. No one saw that. YouTube, you slow piece of shit. I double-clicked and it didn't... Oh, my God. No one saw that. Yeah, Lila. Yeah, you fucking cheater. It is Walking Dead. Amazing TV, like my all-time favorite TV show, probably. By the way, does anyone know who Trevor Moore is? He died this week. Does anyone know who that is? This completely shocked me. Like, I can't even believe it. I'll show you. Like, I don't know if you ever watched anyone heard of The Whitest Kid You Know? You would never cheat? Uh-huh, sure. Trevor Moore died. I mean, if you watch The Whitest Kid You Know, like, he did tons of funny, like, videos and songs.
In a universe that's infinite, like many theorize, ours is the same as ours is written. The only difference is that everyone's a kitten. Kitty history just like ours. Kitty dinosaurs to kitties driving cars. Kitty history somewhere in quantum space. Mathematically this had to take place. Kitty world wars and kitty masquerades. Kitty colonialism and kitty slaves.
I mean, moon bears?
Currently experiencing some bear problems. Now I will open it up if there are any questions.
Mr. Press Secretary! Mr. Press Secretary! Mr. Press Secretary!
New York Times.
Yes. I have a 11-part question.
I'm sorry, I only have time for 2.
All right, let me get this straight. So the United States government is admitting that we do have a moon base and that there is a bear problem on said moon base.
Yes, that is correct.
All right, follow-up question. Are you fucking with us?
That's a really good question.
No, we are not, and I would like to remind everyone to keep the language civilized. This is the White House.
Excuse me, Mr. Secretary, Bob Daniels, Newsweek.
Mr. Daniels.
How long have we had the moon base? And are these bears Earth bears, or are they from the moon?
I'm sorry, I'm not at liberty to disclose how long we have had this moon base at this time. We do believe these to be Earth bears. We have no reason to believe these to be lunar bears or even Saturn bears.
Todd Albright, PBS. There's Saturn bears?
I am also not at liberty to go into the various types of woodland life forms on Saturn or any of the other 12 planets.
9 planets.
Right. I've said too much already. What I can show you is the images that have been beamed down to us from the Odyssey satellite system just a couple hours ago. This is the view out of the front door of the United States secret moon base. This was taken yesterday before we discovered the bear problem. And this one was taken just a couple hours ago. So, as you can see, bears everywhere.
Question, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Press Secretary, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, those bears appear to have guns and motorcycles.
We believe they may be involved in some sort of intergalactic drug cartel, perhaps affiliated with one of the interstellar wizard alliances.
Wizard alliances?
Yes, next question.
Just a thought, more of a shot in the dark, but we wouldn't happen to be invading Iran today, would we?
You got me.
I fell for it. You almost got away with that one.
No, I went too far. I almost had it. I should have stopped after the slides. I knew I should have stopped
I didn't
there.
think anything about it until the cartel thing, and I was like,
Okay, all right, let's forget this whole thing. Who wants a drink? First round's on me. Come on!
Yeah, that guy died. Trevor Moore passed away this last Friday. Shocking. I mean, it's just weird. He had a bunch of fucking songs that are amazing, and yeah, it's crazy that happened. But we're gonna end it on that for tonight, and we're going to log off. Thank you for everyone who tuned in, especially those who donated tonight. I appreciate you very, very much. I wish I could. The link to my merchandise is at the top of the chat. You'll see it in that little blue box if you want to buy a shirt or a hat like I got on. There's socks. There's boxer briefs, panties, baby toddler things, whatever you call them. There's BigDill condoms. There's BigDill breath mints. There's BigDill, what do you call them? Things that go in your eyeballs. contacts. And there's also BigDill crutches if you break your leg. Go ahead to my merch store. Buy some merch if you're interested. And with that, guys, I'm going to tune out. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully you guys all enjoy your weekend. Have a good weekend. You know, hopefully you guys do something fun. Even if it's sitting there playing video games, that's fun too. So take care, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you next Thursday.